want a Campbell's endorsement. That's it. And it wasn't even you. That was Donovan McNabb and his mama. All right. So, first of all, you have no basis to claim that you are a good team. Congratulations, you have championships from when there were 4 teams in the league. Congratulations. You've been around 80 years. Congratulations. You're not going to win a Super Bowl now. You're not going to win a Super Bowl in the future. You're not going to win a Super Bowl ever. All right, that's the first message I want to get to the fans.
I love the hatred. It just reminds me of what I was saying to Patriots fans. But
the second reason, you threw snowballs at Santa Claus. Santa Claus got pelted with snowballs in Philadelphia. What kind of jerks do you have to be to ruin Christmas? The Philadelphia Grinches.
I was going to say, they're green like the Grinch, so...
Exactly. The third reason that I hate the Philadelphia Eagles fans is they could be the absolute worst team in the league, and their fans are going to say they're going to win the Super Bowl. A lot of people argue, well, you're not a real fan if you don't trust that your team can get to the playoffs or that your team can win the Super Bowl. Okay, Cleveland Browns have some of the most loyal fans in any sport. Do you think any of their fans are thinking, yeah, this is our year. We're going to win it. We're going to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, no. They're like, you know what? We'll take 3 wins. No. So Philadelphia Eagles, and because you just make like the absolute dumbest decisions with Tim Tebow, first of all, not even giving Nick Foles a real chance, which if Nick Foles got into the right system, if Nick Foles were backing up Eli Manning, when Eli Manning retired, Nick Foles is an all-star, multi-time all-star, or Pro Bowler. He's probably a Super Bowl champ. He is Eli Manning 2.0. And you have such a hard time recognizing when you have good talent that you're willing to bring in a scrub like Sam Bradford and Mark Sanchez. And now Carson Wentz looks promising.
He does.
But people figured him out pretty quick. Like
he needs to get his mechanics down. And I think the organization got mad at him for going outside to work on his mechanics. Like, how dare you improve without us? Like, what?
It's really frustrating because the Eagles fans are like, we got the rookie of the year. We've got the rookie of the year. It's gonna be, I forgot his name already. What's his name?
Wentz?
Yeah, Carson Wentz. Yeah, it's gonna be Carson Wentz. Except it's not. Because, first of all, your offensive line is garbage. Second of all, your defense did a lot more for your team than Carson Wentz did. And not to talk about the Cowboys, but in this rookie quarterback battle, Dak Prescott kicked your ass. So
Dak-a-doo.
Yeah, Dak attack took care of that. Carson Wentz took him a while to throw his first interception. Dak Prescott went 2 games longer.
If there's one good thing I can say about Eagles fans, it's that they're great at talking crap.
They're so good at it.
They're very good at it. It's entertaining as hell. And if you find the right ones, they talk more crap about their own team than your team. If you find the right ones, they're very self-deprecating, and it's kind of hilarious. But the wrong ones are the reason that I agree with them being on your list.
My message to the Eagles fans: 1, wake up. 2, go eat a cheesesteak. And 3, get realistic.
Let me say 4, sit down, be humble.
Seriously.
As Kendrick would say.
Or let's go like Kevin Garnett. Sit the F down and shut the hell up. All right. So as soon as the Eagles, A, win a championship or win a Super Bowl, B, realize that their team is not that good, and C, stop throwing snowballs at beloved children's characters. Maybe then they won't be the worst fans in all of sports. Dan Beebie, who you got at number 1?
Oh, gotta be the Yankees.
You already said the Yankees, didn't you?
Yeah, but it's just, it'll overshadow, it wins overall. It's just, I don't know. It just
so much hatred that I'd be listed twice.
It's like it's just never good enough, and It just makes everything, all the other 29 teams in baseball seem irrelevant. The amount that they complain.
Huh. Sian O'Shea, who you got at number 1?
Well, we've been on a streak of agreement here, and my answer is similar to Tony's from before. It's all of Philly and really all of Pennsylvania sports, except maybe the Pirates, and that's just because I don't really pay attention to baseball. I don't know if their fans are that insufferable.
Are we talking only about professional or all major sports?
I was talking only professional.
Okay, I was gonna say because Penn State fans were not that annoying.
There's other criticisms of Penn State's fans due to recent history that we'll ignore.
That has nothing to do with us now.
That we'll ignore for now.
I will admit, this season we were annoying because Washington shouldn't have been in the playoff. It should have been us.
But yeah, just going down the line, the Steelers fans are similar to the Giants fans, and it's like, but I mean, they've got more rings to it, but relax. Big Ben's past his prime. He's not winning you another Super Bowl.
I think he is.
I don't think so. Antonio Brown might change that, but and Le'Veon Bell, but it's not going to be Big Ben, really doing it. It's going to be Le'Veon Bell just running all over the place if he can stay healthy. But they're another one of those teams. This year is our year, even when they don't have anything to show for it.
The other NFL team, the Eagles.
The Eagles we talked about, yeah. So I'll skip them. Phillies we talked about briefly. They're just super annoying. They're super bad, and they deserve to be bad, and I hope they stay bad forever. As a Rangers fan, no bias there.
Wait, you mean the Flyers?
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The Phillies, I don't care about baseball, so if you guys have any hatred for their fans, go for it. 76ers, we talked about, play some basketball.
4-year tank. You're a pro-tanker.
I'm a pro-tanker, but not for 4 years.
I am anti-tanking, and I think it's just absolutely ridiculous when, there is still hope to make the playoffs for any sport. I think the point is to try and win as many games as possible. All right, and it just goes absolutely against my views on sportsmanship, my views on owing wins to your fans, owing wins to your organization, and especially owing wins to your players. There's no reason that a team should be sabotaging for seasons their players.
Yeah, I agree that is way too long. I don't mind tanking once a season is shot and going for a higher draft pick once it's past, the midway point of the season. You realize, you see the writing on the wall that your team's just not going to do it. I don't mind that. But
was the suck for luck worth it? Is it? Because he gave this dude a really big contract and now they suck.
Yeah, well, that's just, they did great in drafting luck, but the organization as a whole is pretty terrible and seems to think that wide receivers are the key to winning no matter what you have at filling out the other positions. Yeah. Let's just draft a wide receiver every single year.
And then we'll take Donald Brown at running back.
Yeah. Let's see. Who haven't I talked about yet? Oh, yes. The Penguins, especially my brother, their fans are insufferable. They're another spoiled team with Crosby, or should I say Crosby. We get it. You guys won. Yay for you. You're just enough already. No one wants to hear about you. And again, they are one of the biggest complainers. They cry just as much as Crosby does when he gets the little bit of contact and, ignore any kind of dirty play that he does. And he does a very fair amount of them. Am I forgetting anyone?
Let's see. No, I don't think so. NHL, you got the Flyers and the Penguins. MLB, you've got the Phillies and the Pirates.
Yeah, don't care.
NBA, you've got the 76ers. NFL, you got the Eagles.
And Pittsburgh doesn't deserve a basketball team, so
I would put
just
the
because
Pirates,
their fans for the rest of their sports are just awful.
I would put the Pirates as an honorary number one. It's just
really,
yeah.
No, because the whole mantra of the Pirates,
Roger and
the whole mantra of the Pirates has been, well, we sucked, but at least we got Andrew McCutchen.
Yeah.
But they got better when they got, wasn't it, AJ Barnett?
Yeah, way past his prime.
Oh no, he was great. He did way better for the Pirates than he did for the Yankees.
No, I'm not saying that he didn't do good. It's just like,
But yeah, we came up with some really, really annoying fan bases.
And we probably alienated everybody. So
especially the Stony Brook.
Yeah, they can be overall number one worst.
Oh man,
What's a Seawolf, Stony Brook? No one knows.
I would dismiss the Pirates though if they do win a World Series within the next 5 or 6 years.
You know who has some of the best fans? The Canadian Football League. Because even though no one else cares about Canadian football, they do. They care.
True. That's true.
All right. So, we got any more to say about terrible fan bases, or are we all talked out about how crappy some of these are?
I think we've just dropped the chips, and now we gotta let them lay down.
Now we gotta pull in some hatred from everyone that hears this.
Yeah, quote unquote everyone that hears this
on the Twitter feed. Hopefully we get some.
Yeah, sort of a Twitter beef.
Yeah, totally. I want to hear from some other fans.
At least I won't butt fumble and delete my Twitter.
Yeah. So let's just recap. Oh, wait, do we give Tony's number one?
Oh, did we?
I'm not sure. Let me see.
The exclusive.
Oh no, we didn't.
Oh, we skipped
We
Tony.
didn't.
Oh
We
no,
skipped Tony. Sorry,
unforgivable.
Tony's number one. Alabama football fans.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
Yes.
That is fair.
SEC fans in general, but I think even more annoying. I joined a Facebook group, and I post every time we upload an episode. I post in this group, so they're probably going to hate me after this. But it's all Florida State and SEC fans, and they are the most annoying arguments. So I understand what he says about Alabama football.
Yeah, and they're getting a spoiled fan base. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I just like rooting for underdogs, but man, do I hate teams that are just, feasting. Just
I hate them a lot less because they don't buy the championship. Alabama hardly ever gets the best recruiting class. They just make the most of what they have. I mean,
fair.
they recruited Jalen Hurts as their starting quarterback. Kid can't throw. He's terrible.
Yeah, but they're known for recruiting defense.
Well, yeah. No, that is definitely true. They get good defense. But teams that always seem to get good recruiting classes, Georgia, they always get good classes. They don't always amount to much. But, don't say that to one of the Georgia fans. Because, SEC is the best conference in football. Not. All right. So let's just recap. I said Philadelphia Eagles. Dan Beebie, you said?
I said the New York Yankees with an honorable Pittsburgh Pirates.
Dan O'Shea?
All of Pennsylvania.
That is pretty much correct. And Tony said Alabama. All right. So we're almost done here. We do have our weekly staple, the This Week in Sports History. On June 27th, 1993, New York Mets pitcher Anthony Young loses his record-setting 24th straight game. I don't think I would lose 24 straight games.
I think I just quit by 23.
Yeah, probably. Unless they're paying me millions and millions of dollars.
I guess. That might convince me to stay.
What a mess. What a New York mess.
Yeah, the New York Mets. All right. So we had a fun episode. That's going to do it for us here at Dan Tony Sports. Remember, check us out on Facebook. We are Dan Tony Sports, 2 words. On Twitter at Dan Tony. You can listen on iTunes. You can listen on SoundCloud. Check out our blog. We do a weekly thing called Football Friday. The blog is dandantonysports.blogspot.com. And we are just doing great things with that blog. It's just going to keep rolling as we get closer to football.
Can't wait for football.
It's going to get better and better. So for Dan, have a good night.